Hey, everybody, and thank you for joining. Usually chat with Trina, but tonight is a special Super Tuesday talk, and I have a very special guest tonight, Mr. Avery Ayers, who is a write-in candidate for. A matter of fact, I'm going to let him tell you who he is and tell you about his platform, and then we'll have a few questions at the end. I want to thank y'all for checking in tonight, and remember, you can always watch this again later if you can't catch it, if you can't stay all the way during the first broadcast. Hi, Mr. Ayers. How are you? I keep wanting to say Mr. Avery, Mr. Ayers. How are you?
You can call me either one, Avery or Avery Ayers. It don't make a difference,
Ayers.
baby. Okay.
That's a catchy name, though.
Thank you,
That's
thank you,
a catchy
thank you.
name.
Well,
Yeah.
that name came about. My aunt named me in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and so that name has
Oh,
stuck. And so my mom, you know how we come out of the birthing department. You know, you wake up, find out your child got
yeah.
a new name that you didn't give him. You know how it is. And so
I
it's
told
a
my
unique.
daughter her name is Jasmine. Her name is Jasmine, and I spell it Jasmine. And I told her, man, I meant to spell your name real special, like Jasmyne. And she says, and I said, but with all that labor and all that stuff going on, forgot. And I just said, just spell it the right way. She says, well, I'm certainly glad
You just
you
wanted to be
did.
done with it. You just wanted to be done. Give her a name and let's
Just
move
get me
on.
out of here. Let's be done.
I
Well,
understand,
hey,
man.
thank you for joining us tonight. And please tell us about yourself. Just give us an idea of who you are, where you're from, and then tell us about your running as a write-on candidate.
Okay. My name is Avery Ayers. I am from Houston, Texas. I'm born and raised
Oh,
in South Cypress, Texas. I grew up in my grandparents' property. They had 3 acres of land in Carverdale. If anybody knows where that is, it's right outside Houston, off of Highway 290 in Gessner. My educational background, I went to South Fair Independent School District. I went to Post Elementary, Dean Junior High, and Jersey Village Senior High, which I still go and visit every now and then because I mentor some of the students there. Okay. Um,
oh,
I went
that's
to the
awesome.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, keeping them straight, letting them know that they need their education more than anything. I also did 7 years in the
I
United
had
States Air Force. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, that's my fault. We're a little lagging, but I was just gonna say that you mentioned going with the kids. I had a student at another program. I work for HISD and Houston ISD, and a couple of years ago, I had a young man in like the eighth grade. I think it was eighth grade. I had him interview Mr. Oh my gosh, Adrian Garcia.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
got him to did
Commissioner
an interview
Garcia.
him, and he was just so excited, and oh my God, it was so amazing.
Good, good, good. I know it made
So
his
I'm
day.
sorry.
No, no, no,
It
no, no.
made his year, made his entire year.
Mhm.
I believe in the students being able to be in their area, but also be comfortable with talking to other people. That they think are out of their reach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct. And you did a wonderful service for the young man.
Hmm.
As I
And
was
Air
saying,
Force. You said
mhm,
Air Force.
yes, I'm a United States Air Force honorably discharged veteran. Um, I did accounting finance in the Air Force from 87 to 94. I came home, I worked several jobs, got in trouble with the feds, did time with them. Yeah, hey, accidents do happen. You
Did some
learn
time
from
with
them and move on. Okay.
you. Yeah,
Um, my,
absolutely.
my educational background, I have an associate degree in paralegal. I am a paralegal. I work for a
Okay.
wonderful law firm. I have my undergrad in business. I have my master's in business. And this is not my first rodeo running for office. I've been running since 2008. I'm also a voter's deputy registrar, so I register people to vote, and that's what I'm doing currently, getting people back on the voting rolls that's been suspended. Also, there are a lot of ex-offenders out
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
We have 254 counties that can vote. Okay, so I'm laying out the law to them. If you're not on supervised release, federal supervised release, state parole, or state probation, under Texas Election Code 11.002, that was the qualification, then you're eligible to re-register to vote and show up at the polls.
That's good to know. That's I think some people they just assume that they're not eligible without looking because they have gotten in trouble before.
Correct. Well, it's also the criminal justice system itself because I've seen judges tell people you can never have a firearm and you can never vote again. That's not true. Here in Texas, 1 September
Yeah.
1997, they passed a law giving felons, well, ex-offenders back the right to vote. So, that changed here in this state, okay? Because there are 4 states, I believe, that will not let felons vote, period. And I think Florida's one of them, Kentucky's one, Iowa is one of them, and the 4th one eludes me, but before the end of the broadcast, I'll know it.
Telling our age, I think we can't remember stuff.
I know. And the reason why I'm running is because if you want to make a change, you have to be the change. Okay. Before I was unknowing of the election process. I would go out, get the petition signed, and then take it all up to Austin, only to be turned down. Not once, not twice, but 3 more times. Okay. And so finally I realized what they were doing. They used the petitions to keep you off the ballot. Okay. Cornel West just had the same thing happen to him in Michigan 2 weeks ago. They tried to use petitions to keep him off the ballot, but the judge came back and said, no, you can't do that. So it's called the game. Okay. Once you understand the game, then you know how to get around it. So what I did, I went on and invested in this campaign by paying the $3,125 fee to get my name on the ballot, to give District 38 another individual who they can vote for if they choose.
Right.
So basically, my platform is quite simple. It's about bringing the entire District 38 together. Okay, we have small business owners that are ex-offenders who can't get a break. You want them to pay the taxes, but yet they need breaks to grow the barber shop or the beauty shop or the bakery shop or the manufacturing shop. We need to help bring them into the fold, because when we're all working together, America does better.
I like that. My co-host probably gonna talk about me and tease me because I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm like, I am a proud Democrat, but he always talks about looking at the what they're offering, what they're doing for you. He talks about that a lot. And so hearing just what you're saying, because I am my master's, my undergrad project was about recidivism, because I believe so hard in that. And my master's was about leadership. But yes, I totally have a huge passion for people needing that extra chance. They need another chance because they make this mistake. It doesn't mean they should be thrown out and never be able to be in society again.
Right. See, what I encourage them as is, you've done your time, you paid your debt back to society, you've been rehabilitated. That's why they let you back into society. So if they've let you back into society, it's time to give you back your 5-on-5. And that's what I've been running on. And a lot of them are asking, what is 5-on-5? What is 5-on-5? With being a paralegal, I've done my homework. Okay? 5-on-5 is your federal and state civil rights restored. Number 2, your voting. Okay? Texas gave you the right to vote 1 September 1997. You need the right to be a candidate at the state level. You need the right to sit on the jury. Okay? You need a right to run as have your Second Amendment restored. So you have your civil liberty, your civil rights. You have your right as a candidate. You have rights on the jury, and you have your Second Amendment rights that need to be restored to nonviolent offenders. So it's time to give them back their rights. The debt is paid in full.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely like that.
Thank you. The thing is, as a candidate, my job is to educate District 38. Okay, we have a Republican, Wesley Hunt, who song and dance. He wants to sing and dance. And then we have Melissa McDougal. She's a Democrat. Okay, they're not educating people. Okay, I know what the law is. I don't need a staffer to come read the rules, the regulations, the statutes. I can do it myself.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
our job is to educate District 38 on what we need to do to move forward as one district, one family, one constituency.
Right.
Criminal justice reform is one aspect of my platform. Economic opportunity and job creation. One of the things when it comes to job creation, we can't continue creating jobs with the same guidelines, same criteria. You know what I'm saying? Basically, space. Okay, we got Elon Musk, we got Virgin, we got Bezos. They're all going in space, correct? So
Yes.
eventually, we're going to be living and working up there, correct? So why not build tech hubs that will help create jobs for space? New habitat, new space suits, new equipment. You know, I'm thinking into the second half of the 21st century.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these men and women who are coming out of prison, those are jobs that they could have or be trained on.
Yeah.
Because truth be told, you have so many investment companies investing in space at the tune of $33 billion. It's amazing that they're not talking about this. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm educating not only just you, ma'am, but everybody in District 38, because whoever watches this is going to be like, wow, I never thought about that. And that's what the elected official is supposed to do, is to give you the nuts and bolts, you know, in the knowing of what's going on. And then one of the other big problems we're having is not the economy, it's not the war in Gaza, it's not the war in Ukraine, okay? It's inflation, okay? Inflation, most people don't realize it, but inflation is a false sense of value added to a product or service to steal more of your money from you in front of you. A gallon of milk should not cost $3.85. Inflation is added to it to steal more of your money. That gallon of milk should not be no more than, I say, $1.97, $2.10 at the most. Eggs, butter. You know, let's just be honest with each other.
Okay? 83 cents.
Ma'am?
I said eggs used to be 83, 85 cents.
Thank you. So the bottom line is, and this is what you yourself, we all go to the grocery store, we all spend money on something. But the bottom line of inflation is, where is this money going? Where's the money going? It's not going for infrastructure, because I'm tired of sitting in the dark every time we have a hurricane or crazy weather pattern. Okay?
Yeah.
And my food spoil. All right? My homeless heroes aren't getting taken care of. My senior citizens aren't getting taken care of. Okay? My educational system is in the tank. And then my men and women who are working, it's not benefiting them. They're taking more from them instead of giving them a break, a real break. So we have to ask ourselves, where is the money going? And that's part of my platform, is to institute a American accounting and financial tax statement. That way, everybody that pays taxes or files their tax return, 3 months after that, you should get a statement in the mail telling you exactly where these taxes are going. And it can be given to you in a 20-page booklet. That way you can read it and know, hey, wait a minute, this is where this money's going? Yes, maybe we need to cut off foreign aid because we have a lot of illegal aliens coming into the country who are benefiting from this. Okay? Maybe we need to start changing up the way we do things in this country. Because it used to be America owes you a living, but you have to get up and go get it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and then education, our education system needs to be, we're still on a 1950 type level educational system in America. Okay, we're moving into the second half of the 21st century. Our children in our educational facility should be coming in, not just kindergarten should be coming in thinking as second graders. First graders should be coming in thinking as, third graders, and so forth and so forth. Our children is playing with their education, and parents are not being parents. I understand that they work. I understand that it's not a two-parent household anymore like I grew up in, you grew up in. I understand a single-parent household. As a paralegal, I see it in the courtroom. Okay, I see struggling fathers. I see struggling mothers. Okay, maybe we need to start benefiting our children with after-school programs. Take some of this wasteful money that we're sending out the country and start investing it back into these children. Because in 20 years, 25 years, they're going to be running the country. And I want them to say, hey, you know what? Hey, Congressman Ayers made sure that we had after-school programs, meals, self-defense courses, toughen them up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what we have to do. We have to start getting back to the nuts and bolts of what's going on, because we've been missing the mark.
Back up and going.
We've been missing the mark, and we shouldn't be missing the mark.
Let me ask you this real quick. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought we have a lag, so I can't tell when you.
I'm sorry. I apologize. And with the school
I apologize because I can't hear.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe with not only just with school, but with vocational, technical, construction. We got construction. We got an infrastructure that needs to be repaired, and we have all these young single men and women. You don't have to go to college to have a job, but if we could train them to repair our infrastructure, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But we have to do better.
Definitely.
We have to do better. We need to be financial, fiscal responsible.
There has to be some change.
Needed, Healthcare, we all want decent healthcare. I get healthcare through the VA. Okay, I'm an honorable discharge veteran, so the VA takes care of my health. But we have to look at everybody else's. What can they afford? Nobody should be paying for anybody else's health. That's a no-no. We're all grown adults. We need to start taking care of ourselves.
Okay. What about people that may fall on some hard times? What do you think about?
I can understand being unemployed. I've been unemployed. Okay, I fall on hard times. Alrighty. Yes. With the unemployment, they should be having at least temporary medical. For whatever prescription drugs. If they have to go to the ER or the current medical health insurance they had previously, they should be able to keep it while they're unemployed. The state should pick up the tab temporarily until we can get him and her a job. Okay? Because
COBRA is $1 million, so.
Huh? So what? COVID. COVID.
I said COBRA. No, I said COBRA.
Yes, COBRA. Yes, COBRA
is $1 million. Very expensive.
And see, and we're in the 21st century as a nation. We're going to the second half, and with all the know-how and wherewithal we have in this country, our medical costs should be coming down. Technology should be bringing it down. And we have to ask the question: why is pharmaceutical drugs so expensive? Okay, why is going to the doctor so expensive? Whether you're a senior citizen on Medicare or Medicaid, whether you're on COBRA, as you stated, or whether you're on Blue Cross Blue Shield, because just truth be told, I used to be a lab rat. Okay, I used to do pharmaceutical studies. When I was unemployed, when I was younger. Yeah. Well, because they needed healthy people to test drugs. It normally would take between 15 to 20 years to bring out a new drug. But we need to do better in our healthcare reform. We have to do better.
Definitely.
And then, and
I like
then with,
that.
yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
No, no,
I
go
like
for it.
that you mentioned about the healthcare, that because I've never heard anyone say that, to be honest with you. I may have missed it somewhere, but about when people are unemployed or get laid off, about having some type of medical insurance for them to carry them through until they get the next job. There's no way that we should not be able to afford that as a country. I agree with that.
Correct. And we need to put that into law. We need to, because these are American citizens.
Mhm.
Number one, I'm gonna take care of America first. I'm gonna take care of the American citizen. All right, before I take care of some outsiders. Okay, I don't care how you cut the pie. If you're not taking care of an American, then who are you taking care of with these
Mm.
tax dollars? Okay, their health is just as important to them as yours and mine is. And if they're unemployed or they're going through hard times, we're supposed to pick them. We're supposed to help them. Move them forward, get them what they need. That way, once we get their foundation reestablished, then hey, okay, now you can pick back up your health insurance and keep moving forward.
Right.
That's what America's about. I can help my fellow Americans.
I like that. So I have a
You know?
question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
As a write-in candidate, you face unique challenges in getting your name out to voters. What strategies are you using to build awareness and encourage voter participation in your campaign?
Number one is getting the word out. Number one, I am getting the word out. I am doing a barbershop tour. Okay. I have a couple barbershops that I'm doing voter registration drives with. And I've also partnered with a few other companies for voter registration drives throughout District 38. Okay. And I think District
Mhm.
18, because that's what I do as a voter deputy registrar. That's my job. Number two,
Yeah.
social media. Okay, I can't cover 32 zip codes in District 38. District 38 stretches from North Fairbanks, 290, all the way out to Tomball, north to Cypress and 99 and Klein, and then south to Katy on into parts of Memorial, City Mall,
Mhm.
Bel Air,
Oh,
and then
wow.
the Heights. Has 32 zip codes. So social media has been my prime go get it right now. It's getting out there. People are seeing the videos. They're laughing. Also, I brought them in. What I've done is asked several people to give me a 1 minute support video. You know, and with that,
Mm.
they're giving it to me. I got 8 more videos that I have to upload later on tonight, from people, from
Wow.
individual fans, family, business owners who have done videos for me. And then number two,
Okay.
number three, yeah, and then number three is integrity. You know, I'm letting them know who I am and why I'm running, and that I need their help at the polls. You know, and a lot of them are surprised when I tell them I'm an ex-offender running for the seat, and some of their
Mhm.
faces seem
Mhm.
okay. Even the business owners are like, okay, and when I tell them I'm a paralegal, that really gets them talking. That gets them talking.
That makes you unforgettable, for real, for real.
Correct. Because I had one gentleman, when I was doing voter registration, he started asking me about family law. I was like, what you got? Talk to me. And it was dealing with his family, his divorce and what have not. And I gave him, information on what he needed to do, you know. And that's what you're supposed to do as an elected official. You're not supposed to say, I'll get
Yeah.
back with you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have the answer ready to give to the constituents.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
You know? And then
But also, something else, you being open and transparent about that, it gives those people who have made a mistake encouragement. It encourages them and gives them some motivation that they'll be able to do other things.
correct. It goes with personal responsibility. You owned up to what you did.
Mhm.
You paid your debt in full.
Mhm.
You've been rehabilitated. You're out now. You might have a small business. You might be working in welding, construction, manufacturing, retail, warehouse. Hey, you're moving forward. But we still need to get
Yeah.
that X off your back so that you can completely move forward.
Mhm.
And like I said, it's
Mhm.
part of personal responsibility and family value because they have families. You know, These are people's aunts, uncle, cousin, brother, sister, friend. We're one big connected family in America. And so, hey, don't hit them over the head. Help them because
Right.
because they need a little helping hand. Help them. You know, I
So
do
you
my.
answered how you.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes.
What'd you say?
Yeah. No, we're gonna run over each other. Look, I said we're gonna run over each other because the compute. This is the world. The WWW got us crossing over each other.
Yes, ma'am.
So, but I love what you're doing. I love the. I'm a kind of. I do a little promotion, a little marketing myself. So I like that. I'm a registered deputy as well.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you were
Maybe
talking
we can
about
get together.
barbershops. Well, I do a lot of, yeah. And so I listen to live music. So I was thinking, let me go to some live music, some of the clubs, set up shop,
Correct. Correct. And that's where you
you
get
know,
it because
yeah,
you want people to be comfortable when they go vote, but because they have purged the roles, and you've been a voter's deputy registrar as well, so you know.
hmm,
And I'm just going to give people the information. If you've been
yeah,
suspended from voting, you're still in the system. It's just that you have not voted in the last 4 elections. Number one. Number
right,
two, you moved and
hmm,
didn't change your address. Number three, you moved out the state and they have no idea where you're at because when they mail out the voter registration card, if it comes back 3 times, then you're on the suspense list. And then number four, you might be deceased.
hmm,
You might be deceased.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So my job is to register everybody before October 7th.
That's it. And September 17th, everybody, is voter registration day. So somebody somewhere gonna be out here registering you to vote. Come on out. And
Correct.
October the 7th is the last day
Mhm.
to register to vote for this election. So make sure y'all get out there and get done.
Correct.
How do you plan to work across the aisle
But ma'am, it's like this here.
with
Number one,
Democrats?
I don't go along to get
Mhm,
along. Okay. If it benefits the American
mhm,
people, I'm with you. Okay. Like I say, I'm not taking care of nobody that's outside America. I'm sorry. We pay too
mhm,
much. We do too
mhm.
much. And me being a veteran, I done been overseas. Okay. I'm tired. I'm an old-fashioned American.
Yeah, I get
I believe in the Constitution. I believe in the Bill of Rights. I believe in life, liberty, and the
that.
pursuit of happiness. But I'm tired of taking care of
Mhm.
freeloaders outside this country.
But what if they come over and they get a good job and they're giving back and they're doing community service? What about what you think? If they do come over and they're good people.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did they come through the front door? Did they come through the chimney, the back door, the window? Okay, okay, okay. Let's be honest with
Hush,
each other.
country boy.
Because I'm be honest with you, I have a
My
lot of.
co-host down there laughing. My co-host down there laughing at me.
Okay, good way. I have a lot of Hispanic friends, and I have a couple nephews and nieces that I love. They're Hispanic, and they want their friends to do right. They do, and I've sat at the table with them. Okay, and I've seen them argue with the ones that come over here, um, who just break the law and come across. Okay, and they telling them. Did we get break? Did I?
Yeah, it was a little
Hello?
break. It was a little. I'm still here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And I've sat at the table with them, and the ones that come over illegally, the family members over here have told them, you need to, no, I'm not going to use my driver's license, not going to use my address, okay? Not going to use my social security number to get a job, I'm not going to do that, okay? You need to do your own paperwork, okay? And I've seen them when they come over as babies. I can understand you came over here with your parents as babies, but you're in America now, okay? Whose social security number you using while you in this country? Whose driving license? How you going to college? Okay? How you driving? How are you doing these things? Okay? And like I said,
Well,
I've
we
been
have
walking.
we have DACA. We have DACA.
Correct. We have DACA. Okay. The prime thing. That's what I'm saying. These DACA
Oh,
residents in the country. Okay.
Okay,
My
I mean,
thing is,
okay.
ma'am, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I became 14
Mm,
and 15, I knew I could drive because I had what? A birth certificate, social security card, okay, and $25 to take driver's ed in high school. Okay. So I'm telling my age. So you know when you get 14 and 15 and you're in America, you know if you don't have a driver's license or identification card or birth certificate, you know something's wrong. You know when you're 14, 15, 16, 17, you know something's wrong. So don't act like you're crazy and don't know why you can't become an American citizen because you're trying to come through under the radar and we're not crazy. Go to Homeland Security, let them know, and that's part of my program. I would say give them 90
okay.
days to get it together. You got 90 days to go up to
Mm-hmm.
Homeland Security, FBI
That's
building.
fair.
Let me know who you are. Let me know who you've been, what identification you've been using, what address you've been using. I want the whole 9 yards. Where you've been
Yep.
working at, how they've been paying you. Okay? I'm not gonna beat you over the head, but you got a 90 day. I would give them a 90-day window if I'm elected, when I'm elected. Okay? Give them a 90-day window to get it together. Yes, sir.
There go my cousin. Hey, cousin Avery, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Good to see
Hey,
you.
hey, cousin. Look, man, I'm listening to you over here, and I'm rooting for you, and I'm cheering you on, man. I love what you're doing. I
Thank you.
love what you say. You know, you do the one thing. Your campaign is about doing the one thing that I tell folks to do all the time. You know what that is?
Nothing what?
Thank for your dadgum self.
Yeah.
Put your thinking on and think for yourself. You ain't got to follow the rest. Think for yourself and make the best decision for yourself. Think. That's what, and people want to, in everything that you're saying. Now, I'm going to tell you, cousin, because I love you. You're going to have to come over here with me. You know why? Because everything you talking about, you know them. That's why that's why you was a write-in. I'm surprised they didn't make you send that thing UPS. Because that's why they don't, that's why, hey,
Hey, I gave him hell at the Secretary of State's office. Look, I made him
hey,
change I made him change the election law through the court.
yeah, hey, you didn't ruffle no feathers. You shook up the whole hen house.
I sure did. I sure did. If you're gonna mess with me, I'm gonna make it work for me and put you in the court. That's all I'm gonna do.
Hey, but that is what it's about. That is what it's about. Too many people have gone along to get along. Too many people have done this thing. And I appreciate you standing it. And this is what I know. And I'm gonna get up off here because this ain't my deal.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
what I appreciate is
We were
this.
arguing yesterday, so
Hey,
About
look,
what?
the thing is you stand.
this
Sometimes
this
you
right here.
stand alone. Sometimes you have to go against the grain. But what you're doing is you're not looking short term, you're looking long term. You're not just looking for, oh, what's going to benefit me? What's going to benefit me? You're looking for what's going to benefit us. And every single thing you said, I know that there's somebody somewhere, they done grab one of them old Q-tips and they go like, what he say? Because you made sense. Oh, wait, what he say? Because exactly what you're saying. People need to listen to the platforms and listen to what people are saying. And then what they need to do is then follow, not only listen to what they're saying, but see what they are doing. See what they are implementing, see how they are voting. Watch these things. That's just how I feel about it. I
Yeah,
ain't
you're
telling
correct. You're
nobody to
very
go.
correct. You're very correct because everyone I've spoken with, they're just amazed because they're like, you not only am I speaking, I speak to you. I'm not speaking at you. I'm making you part of what I'm doing because you, the constituents, have been through hell, and it's time to take some of that load off your shoulder and say, "Hey, I appreciate you. I thank you."
And that's facts. And the thing is, wait a minute, who are the other two candidates? Because you can't. I mean, I can talk about them. You can't. Who are the other two candidates?
You have a Wesley Hunt, he's
Wesley,
Republican, and then you have a Melissa McDougal. She's a Democrat.
Wesley and Melissa. Now, see, and here's what I want to know. I don't know Wesley or Melissa. This country boy talking. This ain't got nothing to do with Brother Avery. It ain't got nothing to do with him. We can't folk, but it ain't got nothing to do with him. It's my big mouth. I can say what I want to. Wesley and Melissa, let me ask y'all, what y'all standing on? Or do y'all not have anything? Are y'all going out educating the people about not just what y'all want them to know, but see, education about some stuff I don't even really want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Because I might tell you some stuff and you be like, well, you know what? You said that. I'm really not going to go with you. But it's about telling what the truth is. So, Wesley, Melissa, I'm just asking Wesley and Melissa. I don't know where y'all at. But hey, Old Country Boy is asking. I'm gonna ask on behalf.
I would love to debate them.
Ooh, say it again. Avery, say it again.
I would love to have a debate within District 38 with Wesley Hunt and Melissa McDougal, and let the constituents really see where we all stand. That way they have a better understanding of who's going to take care of business and not just do a sing and dance, get along routine.
Wait a minute. Hey, Avery, you know this thing here goes out on like YouTube and Facebook, and then you know if Wesley and Melissa ain't listening, you know one of their cousins listening.
Correct. I'll give you an example. They had I'll give you an example. Saturday, last Wednesday, I was invited to the Northwest Cyprus Republican event they were holding. And I spoke with Miss Sandra and Miss Cheryl, who invited me. Well, when I showed up on Saturday, they had the constable there to escort me out of the Republican sponsored event. And they didn't know the officer was real respectful. He told me, I'm here for you, Mr. Ayers. And they told him that I had made a disturbance, which was a lie because my best friend was sitting in the lobby watching the whole thing. And so they lied on me, but I didn't get mad because I'm a paralegal. I work for a wonderful law firm and a lawyer, so I know how to handle myself. So all they did was invigorate me to say, okay, it's time for me to call out everybody. And so now I thank y'all. I would love to have a debate with Wesley and Melissa in District 38 and put the facts out. Because as a paralegal, I deal in facts, opinion, and truth. Okay? Under the law. So, hey, let's bring it on.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna get up out y'all way, but Avery, it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure, Cutting. It's a pleasure. Cutting, Avery, it's so good. It's so good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, look here, and I'll be over here rooting.
Speaking of debate, he and I had a huge debate last night. So
About what?
Oh, we have a difference of opinion, but what I must say, because one thing, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hearing you tonight, it makes me, because he talks a lot about, need not just going straight balance, whatever. Because you have to hear what everybody thinks.
Do your homework.
Yeah, and so the thing, and I do homework, but to be honest, I don't really ever look at the Republican side. But what I must say is I'm so impressed. I'm extremely impressed because I'm always saying, these people don't ever talk about the real stuff that's going on. They don't ever talk about ex-offenders. They don't. You just saying that has impressed me beyond whatever, because that's so important. It's so important.
Well, under the Constitution, we're all entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And most of these are man-made rules that keep the ex-offenders down. You'd rather make money on them going back into the cycle than teaching them how to fish and take care of themselves. Nobody's perfect on this planet or in this country. But when we come together, we can work it out where everybody can eat, everybody has a job, everybody has a roof over his or her head, and we're all moving in the same direction as Americans.
Amen. Hey, Avery, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna leave. And the only reason some of them are not willing to fight against the offenders is because they ain't been caught yet. They just as crooked as they just ain't went behind the jail yet. Because as soon as they get locked up, they'll be the first one talking about, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute.
And you're all right because I've seen several.
Facts are, until they have to wear those shoes, until somebody in their family, it's almost like it don't affect me. But guess what? It does, because what affects my neighbor affects me. Am I my brother's
Yeah.
keeper? The fact is, yes, I am.
Yeah. Yeah. And then secondly,
Love
the
it.
Bible tells us in Psalm 72, these are the characteristics that you're supposed to be looking for in your leaders. God laid it out. It's right there. Just gotta read Psalm 72. It tells you what to look for in your leaders and yourself, your character, your mannerisms, your morals, your values, your principles, and your ethics. And I try to keep those in front of me every day.
So tell me this, maybe a weird question, but I just want to know
No question is
what
weird.
what have you always been on the have you always been Republican?
No, I go back. When I was in the military, I voted for George Bush. He was the first president I voted for. I was in the military. I did vote for Clinton. He was a Democrat. I didn't vote for Clinton the second time because some of the bills that he was signing in, like manufacturing, went
Mm-hmm.
overseas to China. And I was quite upset with that because looking back now, it's hurting
Mm-hmm.
us. It's hurting us here. So yes, I've been a Democrat. I've been an independent. I've been a Republican. Now
Okay.
after getting the rigmarole from the Secretary of State's office, I'm just going to be a Republican.
It's funny.
I can't fight
Miss
all
Peyton
that.
says, helping thy neighbor, huh? We got a comment. Peyton Jackson says, help thy neighbor is only popular on Sunday between 8 and 1. I say that all the
I
time,
agree.
Peyton.
I agree with Peyton.
I
I
say that.
will agree with that. I agree with that.
Yes, I always tell people they forget when they leave out that building, that it's just a building. When they leave out that building, they forgot all what was in the building.
Correct. Because and one thing is, when you go to church, it's in your heart. When you come out to church,
Yes,
it's in your heart. When people say
yeah.
separation of church and state, I can't separate my Christianity when I go in that poll to vote.
Nope,
I can't separate
nope.
myself if I'm a Muslim, if I'm atheist, if I'm Catholic.
Mhm.
You know, you cannot separate that from you when you go into the polls to vote. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Doesn't make
Not at
sense.
all. Not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, like I say, I'm willing. I'm looking forward to working with the people. I'm looking forward to being elected, and all they have to do is write my name in. They can't mess up my first and my last name, so they just have to write it in.
Cannot. They
They just have to
cannot.
write it
And
in.
again, it's such a catchy name. It's such a catchy name. Like, it's
Correct.
not easy to forget. And look, it's either they can go on the booth and be like, "Now, I know it's Avery Ayers." So when they look on the paper, I don't know which way it is, but on the paper, oh, that's got to be it. Avery or
That's it.
Ayers.
Yeah,
Two
that's
first
it.
names
Amen.
could be, or two last names.
All they have to do is write the first name or the last name, or even Ave, AVEN. That's fine with me.
Yeah, they're gonna know who it is. They're gonna know who it is.
Oh, they're gonna
Well,
know.
I want to thank.
Yes, ma'am.
They are. They are. I want to thank you again so much. The questions that I had, you answered them without me having to ask the questions, and I really appreciate that. I love it when I can throw away the questions and be just talking because you hit everything.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
I want to thank you for two things. One, I do want to thank you for standing up for ex-offenders. I have never been an ex-offender, thank God, I hope never not. But my family members have, and I have good family members. And I'm gonna say this: one young lady who's like one of my sister's best friends. She got in some trouble, fed time as well, and when she got out, she wanted to be a nurse, and she was going
Mm,
to school before she found out she couldn't take that.
correct. She
Even
couldn't
if she
take it.
passed the certification, she couldn't get the certification. And her words were this: "I know I went, but they might as well have given me life." And that stood out to me because she said, I can't even get out and be this nurse that I want to be and help people and make a decent living for my family. And she was very young then. She's older. She's doing a great things now. But at that time, she was just deflated when the
Correct.
counselor said, hey, you're not going to be certified.
Correct. Because the goal of these laws is to hurt you, not just putting you in
Mm.
prison, but when you come out to continually hurt you. When we
Continue to
continually
hurt.
hurt Americans, we're hurting the whole family.
Yeah.
Remember, ex-offenders are part of we the people.
We the
You don't hurt,
people.
you
Yes.
don't keep hurting we the people. You let them, you help them move forward by removing the stigma, by removing the damage that you're doing to them, you know? And so
Yeah.
the goal is to help change some of these laws. And I think by being elected, I think the members of Congress are going to have a new perspective once I walk in and take the oath again. Um, it's going to be a whole eye opener, not only for the nation, but for every ex-offender. Because the bottom line is, ma'am, they can't lie to me. You can't say this red tape is here. No, you can't. No, you can't do that. You know? And when they're trying to pass something that I feel is ridiculous, I'm going to let them know. And I'm going to come back and educate my constituents in District 38 and say, hey, this is what they're trying to do. This cannot be happening. And I will not stand for it.
And that's what they count on us not knowing.
Correct.
They count on us not being educated, you know? Correct. So because they can slide anything through.
They can slide, they can slide things in. And and I'm doing a good job waking up District 38. However, it's slowly building up. Okay, slowly building up. And I'm educating people, not just on ex-offender,
right?
Ex-offender issues, but on fiscal responsibility, government reform, healthcare, national security, immigration, personal responsibility, and family values. You know, all this go hand in hand with my veterans and military support. We the people, regardless of who we are one nation under God. And you gonna cut your hand off? Come on now. My job is to bring people in, get us working together, moving District 38 into a better position for the second half of the 21st century. Because it's here and we're still doing the same thing we were doing in 2005. It's time for a new routine, a new mindset, a new way of thinking.
Before I thank you for the next thing, let me ask you this question that I really need to ask. So,
yes, ma'am.
Are you a part of that? So, do you believe that there are two Republican parties?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
We call them
because I
rhino.
see you as that old school. I see you as the old school, the family values. I see you as that, as part of that.
Ronald Reagan. You see me as a Ronald Reagan, because
yes.
Ronald Reagan came in with the family values. He came in like, look, we need to do better. The family, the husband, the wife, and the little kids are the backbone of the nation. And that's. I grew up in a home. I had a mother. Okay, so a single mother. I see my father, my sister and I saw our father. But we didn't get everything, but we got what we needed.
Some of what we wanted.
Correct. And them old-fashioned butt whoopers, you know what I'm saying?
That's missing for real.
We need them. I need them, but as you get older, you look at life differently. You look at missed opportunities. You look at opportunities that you should have went right when you went left, or you should have kept going straight. Now, at my current age, I look back and I see the mountains, I see the valleys, I see the oceans, the rivers, the deserts. I'm like, okay, all this is for a purpose. And now my purpose is now. The Secretary of State's office didn't want to put me on the ballot. But that's why I paid. I invested in this campaign because it was important to get everybody involved, bring the unheard in, to bring those that don't know what's going on and educate them, okay? And to push us to do better, or to encourage us to do better.
Yes, yeah. Well, I like that, and I thank you for opening. The other thank you for enlightening me, into seeing another side of some of the things, some of my thoughts and opinions. I do appreciate that, and I appreciate that you are talking to me versus at me, and I definitely appreciate that. I think you're going to do great. Y'all remember Avery Ayers? Is it Avery Ayers for the for us? Is that what I saw?
No, it's
Mr. Avery doing a good job.
www.ayers4.us.
Slash donate. Y'all,
Yes,
it now this is what I don't know if Mr. Ayers go with this, but I'm gonna tell you what I tell people. If you don't have a $5, anything helps. Whatever you have, if you want to make a donation towards helping Mr. Ayers or even your other people that you're voting for, go ahead. Their campaign, we need a little something, something. So help them out. And y'all don't forget to get out and register. I want you to vote, but you can't
correct.
vote if you're not registered. So you gotta get October 7th, people. October September 17th is gonna be people all over
Correct.
there to help you register. So you have no excuse. Get out and register to vote. And y'all check out Mr. Avery Ayers. Check him out. He's from what I heard tonight, he's doing some great things. And I thank you. Do you want to have any last words for us tonight?
What it is, I'm going to be doing some voter registration drives on the 14th and the 25th of September. And if they go to my social media site, I'll put everything on my social media site so they know where I'm at. Also, all the zip codes are on my site. So for District 38. So wherever I'm at, you're more than welcome to come out. You can talk to me. You can ask me any questions you want. I'm also going to be doing a Zoom across 38 slash fundraiser.
Cool.
So that way, I'm going to be, matter of fact, I'm going to be at a coffee shop for Jones Road, close to Grant in Cypress. And I'm going to put that flyer up this week. I think I'm going to do it on the 21st, that morning. Yeah, that morning from 11 to 3. But I'll put the flyer out. That way, everybody that needs to register to vote in that area, you can come out, you can talk to me. It'll be live because I have the Zoom up. So they're going to see me talking to people and they're going to see me registering people to vote. Because as I said, I am a voter's deputy registrar. And October 7th is the last day, which means I need that in my hand before 3 o'clock because I have to take all the voting registrations down to the distribution office off of Hempstead and West 34th. So I gotta have them before 3.
Please,
And I thank
y'all.
y'all.
It's what is today? Today is September the what?
September
What
the,
is it?
the
September
third. The third.
the 4th. Oh,
No, it's the
third?
third.
It's
Yes, the
Tuesday.
third today.
It's Tuesday. Yes, third. I forgot what day it is.
Yes,
September the
no.
3rd, y'all. So you have a little time, but I always say one thing. I like to tell people to early vote because you
Yes,
never know what's going to happen on the day of the election.
that's right.
It's going to be that thing. Same
Because
with going ahead and getting registered to vote. Get it done. Don't procrastinate. Get it done so you'll have it. So if anything happens, you'll have that done.
because last election you had a couple precincts that closed the doors early and people were showing up. So I agree with you, ma'am. Early voting. Go early voting October 21st through November 1st from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can vote anywhere in Harris County. Anywhere.
Anywhere.
So go vote early. I'm gonna vote the first day of early voting, you know. Because my boss and my sister, they're all gonna go to the polls with me that day.
My mama is a post. Yeah,
I did poll watching. I
make it a
did.
look. Make it a. I had told someone. I was like, you know what? All these people that have, huh? Oh, all these people that have these party buses and stuff.
Mhm.
Like these party buses need to get involved and go pick up everybody and say, before we go to the party, we go and vote. Then we take you to the party.
Correct. Correct. But you got to make. But the most important thing is, I tell everybody is, your vote is precious. Invest it wisely.
Yes.
Invest
Oh,
your vote
I like that.
wisely. You get one vote.
I'm stealing your
Use it
words.
wisely, ma'am.
I'm stealing your words.
Yes, ma'am. Your vote. Invest your vote wisely. You only get one vote.
One. All right. Well, thank you again so much for taking the time to do this with me tonight. I really do thank you for not only informing me but my viewers. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I look
And
forward.
Miss Payton, I don't know if you have the website. If you could post that so I can put it up. But y'all, thank you so much for joining me on this new segment, Super Tuesday Talk. Join me every Tuesday night, and I'm going to have different people come out. And if you're someone that's interested that wants to come out and give some motivation, give some information, I would love to have you. Just reach out to me at chatwithmisstrina@gmail.com. I would love to have you. You wouldn't believe how many no's I've gotten. So join me.
I want to say one thing right quick.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if people understand it, but more than 160 countries that are invading America with illegal immigrants. Okay, look at Chicago. Okay, most of them are being pressured to move out. New York is out of control. They're giving them 2 years free rent in Maine, and then they're spending 290 million to house illegals, but yet we can't house our homeless heroes, our veterans. So those are stats that people need to understand. And that goes back to where's all this money going? I just gave you a couple examples.
You did.
And then reparations in California, they gave them an apology with nothing attached to it. Boy, I tell you.
You cannot pay your light bill with an apology.
No, you sure cannot. You sure cannot. It's almost like when it comes to reparations, it's almost like telling me, you don't need it, but I'm like, okay, go to work on Monday. Tell your boss you don't expect to be paid because that's how much you love America.
Yeah. Let's see how that works out.
Does that work out? Shoot. But that
I'm
is.
gonna follow you on social media too, so I can make sure that I'm able to share your information out. I would love to do that for you. If that's okay.
Correct. I mean, anything that you can send to me, work out, I would love it. I would love it, ma'am. And if you do a voter registration drive, let me know so I can come help you.
I will.
Right.
I will.
And if I'm doing one, I'm going to be doing them. So if you check out the social media sites, just call me and say, hey, Avery, I'm going to come join you. Because when you're doing a voter registration drive, people are bombarding you at the last minute. They're trying to get it in. They're trying to get it in.
I live north. So, yeah.
Well, okay, north. Okay. I live.
Yeah, I live 290, but my parents live going towards Cypress. So, yeah.
Okay, I know
so
you.
I'm not far. I get my car and ride on over there.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, I live off of
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And Miss Peyton, I want to thank you so much for being my person over here with the information. I usually have to do that myself. Thank you so much for doing that for me. She has done a great job. I didn't have to touch nothing but click and show. So, but thank you, Mr. Ayers, Avery Ayers, because both your names and last names. That's how I'm you have a good evening and a good rest of the week, and good luck on your campaign. I know that you're going to do well.
Thank you, ma'am. I look forward to it. Thank you. You have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
bye, y'all. Make sure y'all go to youtube.com/chatwithtrina. Make sure you subscribe and then click the little bell so you can know every time that I upload a new video. Good night.